Graduating student athletes and winning championships. That's what we're all about at Kent State. Obviously, we're excited about our past success, but we're even more excited about the future. This game plan will lay the foundation for us to make decisions that will even enhance our winning and our academic success for many years to come.
So we began back end of the summer and putting together what was going to be the format, who were the people we wanted to have involved, and hit the road running.
It was our mindset from the beginning to get a lot of people engaged and to get the comprehensive feel of what the athletic department was looking for.
The process was important in terms of having a lot of different constituencies represented, members of the athletic department, coaches, student athletes, former student athletes, but we also had community members, faculty members, administrators on campus, as well as the president and the chair of the Board of Trustees involved from the very beginning.
I'm thankful for all the people that were involved and all the countless hours that they spent developing this game plan. Student athlete well-being is at the top. It always has been and it always will be for us at Kent State.
So when we think about the kind of investments we're going to make, whether it's into the medical facilities that we're going to provide for student athletes, the ARC, renovations to the MAC, all of these are things that touch a broad group of our student athletes.
You're going to see new projects on campus. You're going to see new commitments to academics. You're going to see new commitments to sports medicine, to athletic training. Those things that hit all of our student athletes, and you're going to see that soon.
Short-term things that we're going to be doing address this in terms of some fields that need to be upgraded, turfs traded out to make sure that our student athletes are always competing in a safe environment. We're going from a training room of about 1,500 square feet to a training room of 10, 12,000 square feet. That's going to let us have our student athletes rehab in a state-of-the-art environment where when they have injuries, they really can get back to being healthy and whole as quickly and as safely as possible.
You're also going to see us prioritize men's basketball as the initial vehicle for national distinctiveness and revenue generation. Both of those are critical. National distinctiveness mirrors what the university is prioritizing.
Putting our stake in the ground and saying men's basketball is going to help us enhance our visibility and generate revenues to do the other things we want to do.
Revenue generation is what we need to sustain this project, get this game plan off the ground and sustain it.
When people think Kent State and athletics, we want them to think, wow, that's that school that has that phenomenal basketball program.
It's important to understand we aren't going to forget about our other 17 sports. They'll continue to be funded at a level that we can win conference championships. Just this past year we raised over $1 million to redo the football locker room, along with we created a student athlete lounge for our football players. Part of the men's basketball priority, we will focus on upgrades to the MAC Center. The MAC Center is critically important to a lot of our sports. We host multiple community events. We have numerous student events, so the MAC Center improvements will not only enhance our athletic programs, but will also enhance the campus community and the university community. We're excited about adding another women's sport. Women's lacrosse will come on board in 2018. We haven't added a new women's sport since 1997.
It was women's soccer and women's golf. I don't think anyone can look me in the eye and say we are not a better institution because of those two programs, and we are not a better athletic department because of those two programs.
So lacrosse fits into our plan not only from a demographic side, but also from a multi-use facility side.
Part of the reason why we're adding this sport was we had done a self-examination of gender equity. An extensive committee put together of people from across the university to say, what are we doing well? What are some areas where we might struggle? And one of the areas that we said we think we can do better is on proportionality and providing opportunities for female student athletes.
Adding women's lacrosse continues our commitment towards gender equity in Title IX.
There's a lot of institutions in this country that over the past number of years have said, all right, we are just going to pour a lot of money, whether it's into buildings, whether it's into programs, around athletics. You look at coaches' salaries, and people are rightfully outraged. That sensitivity to thinking about how can we be responsible with using the institution's resources, and that we're not going to leverage the university on trying to expand athletics.
The game plan will not be successful without private support, both corporate and individual. It's important for those people that have been supporting us to continue that support and even at a greater level. Plus, we're going to continue to look for other individuals and corporations that have an interest in Kent State and in Kent State athletics.
And I think we really put together a plan that lets us not just accomplish the things we want to, but also fund the things that we want to accomplish so that we can be responsible stewards of the university.
I think it's important to remember, it's all about graduating student athletes and winning championships. Flashes forever.